Welcome all you sheeple. I'm Max the Gaming Lamb, and we're back with some more Frostpunk. I've messed around with some of the audio, so hopefully it's balanced a little better. Today, we're going to be getting into the next scenario. So we finished a new home on medium difficulty, and I think we did pretty well. Very few casualties. This time, we're going to be starting the Arks, the next scenario. We are going to be playing on medium difficulty as well. One day. Alrighty. So yeah, this is a little different. I have finished this one before as well. Unfortunately, I didn't get the good ending. I kind of stuffed up, and I'll show you guys in a little bit. But, here we go. The seedling Arks. We've been chosen to safeguard a priceless treasure. The seeds and seedlings of plants from all over the world. They've been deposited in seedling Arks to stop them from freezing, but it falls to us to build a city to protect these precious buildings until the winter ends, however long that may be. The only way to do this is with automatons. We'll ensure the green earth is reborn even if we aren't there to witness it. Wow, that is quite a sad thought, really. So yeah, this is quite different than the last scenario. Instead of trying to protect all our people, we are trying to protect these buildings here, the seedling Arks. Factory plans. We've reached the generator site and the seedlings are safely stored in the seedling Arks. We were supposed to deploy automatons to make sure the city can run itself no matter the weather, but the transport carrying the factory plans was lost in a blizzard. We need to build a beacon and send a team to search for it. So straight up the gate, we're going to pause like last time. But yeah, these little seedling Arks, as you can see, they're at livable. If they fall below chilly, I believe, that is when we're going to have some issues. That is when the seeds are at risk of dying. There is a timer on them as well, which gives us a little bit of playing room to mess around with, a little bit of wiggle room. As you can see, contrary to the last game, we've only got 45 engineers and 1 automaton, which means starting off is going to be a little slower. We've got to be a little more careful in what we are prioritizing. So what I think we might do, right out the gate, where are some wood crates I can collect? We're going to get these guys collecting. Hopefully they'll finish before day 4 so they don't get sick. We're also going to need a little bit of steel. And what we'll do is we'll chuck down a gathering post. I think, is that coal? Coal and wood. Coal and coal. Can we cheese it a little bit? There we go. We'll just get a street running from there to there. Hopefully this automaton here will go and do the building. Yes, there it goes. Fantastic. Preserve the seedlings. We must ensure that the seedling Arks don't freeze. All the seedlings and many of the tropical seeds are very sensitive to the cold. If the temperature in any seedling Arks falls below chilly for too long, its precious contents will be irreversibly damaged. So what we're going to want to do, for sure... Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that they didn't have... I thought this was like a glass thing surrounding them. Wow, okay. Interesting. But so, yeah, as you can see, we have 4 Arks. We need to keep warm. And the generator only has so much range out there. So what we can do is either rush to increase the range, or I think a far more... Ooh, wrong thing. Do we have our tech yet? No, we don't. Just something we'll have to build for the next day. We'll have to build, I think, some steam hubs is probably the best way to deal with that. In the meantime, let's open up the Book of Laws and chuck on emergency shift, because we do want the next one. I think it was the 12 or 16 hour shift. The 16 hours. Alrighty, and now we just wait. Now, I think a thing we're going to want to do, of course, is find the factory plans. And to do that, we'll need to get onto the world map, build us a beacon, and start exploring. We will I think, aim to do that by day 3. By day 3, we'll want someone out in the world doing all of that. So we're going to speed this up a little bit. Done. Chuck them on that. And we should be getting 8.6 an hour, which is excellent. Only a little bit of wood, but that's okay. 8.6 an hour should be enough coal for us to last the night. Workday's almost up. Yeah, just as I say that. And they're gonna want wood, so to say provided for everyone, because we've got 130 wood ready to go. I remember the last time I played this drove me a little bit insane. The fact that I'm gonna pause that real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, not there. 5. There we go. We'll have this running along the back, just like that. The seedlings are in danger. Captain, the temperature on one of the seedlings has dropped too low. Dropped too low, I'm sorry. Oh, just during the... Oh, no, it's because it's not connected to the pathway. But that will resolve itself fairly quickly. I think we don't need to worry so much about creating a specific zone like last time. And by that I mean in terms of, you know, medical bases, school areas, stuff like that. But we'll probably end up doing something similar regardless. Yeah, and just like that, the promise is fulfilled. Now, automatons, if you remember, they do need to recharge after every so often. So this guy's just going to make his way here. Thankfully, the coal is sort of in a state of flux while it does this, because it still considers this guy to be working, which is fantastic. And our first ill person, so we're just going to chuck that nice in there, nice and snug. And we'll get our first cookhouse. Wouldn't be a bad idea, but I'm going to wait for people to be hungry again. In the meantime, a workshop. We might make this sort of our tech area, this part of the ring here. So we'll chuck down 2 of those. Dismantle this street here. And we can go the long way. That's going to take 15 wood. So what I might do is just do it along the back there. And then when we're ready, we'll keep expanding that ring around. Maybe chuck the factory back here. Who knows? Who knows? New law time. Fantastic. Extended shift. Sign that, baby.
Listen, everyone.
It's 4 o'clock now, so I might hit that switch. Get people out there and working nice and early. Same with this one here. And once we finish one of the piles, I think that's when we'll get 3 people on these bad boys. Alright. We don't have to worry about coal too much, just because that automaton is carrying us. And once we finish this resource pile here, we might shift it down here to get these 2 coal nodes. And then we'll start worrying about what we're going to do for coal in the future. We might turn this off to... that is an issue onto it itself. Okay, so we are going to... think you're going to need people to build stuff for us. I think this is the closest pile, so we're going to reduce that by 5, and then we're going to reduce this by 5, and we're going to reduce this by 5. Yeah, otherwise things aren't just not going to get built. We're going to fall behind in terms of what we want to do. Steel wreckage depleted, fantastic. Get the next group of 5 on there. Generator is shutting down. Yeah, that's all good. Gonna save us a little bit of coal. Every little bit helps. Oh, and it ran out. Of course. Of course. Couldn't have come to refuel a little earlier, but that's alright. Just turn it back on. No dire needs. As it were. It just needs to recharge. So how are these wood piles looking? They're just about emptied. Fantastic. Fantastic. So we're gonna have 5. Oh, not yet. We're gonna hit the switch on all of them. And figure out what to research in a little bit. In the meantime, I will yoink one of these guys off and get them working in the med bay, just to start looking after that guy. Because again, the fact that we have less people means they're all the more valuable, at least in this very early stage of the game. So we did want to have people out and about by about day 3. So we are a little bit behind, but that's okay. Faster gathering wouldn't be a bad idea. It'll take about 7 hours. Also 7 hours. I think what we will do is we'll go faster gathering. And then we'll go get that beacon. Yeah, I think that's what we might do. New lore time. We don't really need anything. I think I might go sustain life. Just in case anyone gets gravely ill, we'll be looking after them. Already at 6% done in terms of research, that's good. Uh-oh, why is this at 50%? We need one more employee. And we can provide. Yeah, and we've got 2 sick absences from there, but that's fine. Because we are still getting them to work out in the cold. We do want to have this pile finished and that pile finished by the day, by the time day 4 comes around. Yeah. Because otherwise it's not going to be worth sending these guys out. Oh, I can't believe I hadn't switched those on. That's okay. Already research done. Fantastic, so we might not even need to worry about that fact. The fact that it took so long to get to this stage. And now we're getting hungry. That's okay. We'll have ample opportunity to address that. But we probably do want to start looking at hothouses next. Because I have, as I said, I've played through this before, and you can survive this stretch before the houses die without any heating. At least I think we can from memory. We might want to start looking into the wall drill or a steel works. But even considering that, those workplaces don't produce that much heat, so we'll need the steam hubs. So perhaps coal mines is the way to go. We do have quite a bit of wood laying around. I'm just worried about... Yeah, this is the last bit of steel, and it's not going to last us very long. So we will definitely want a steel works. And then I think the day after we'll start looking at hothouses and whatnot. In the meantime, a beacon... Let's chuck that bad boy. I don't know. Chuck it back here. Chuck it back here for the time being. We can always move it. Introduce a new wall. Care house. Oh, hold on. Extra rations for the ill. It's because it'll want us to build that, and I'd rather save it just for a little bit. So if we ever need hope in a pinch, we can do what we did last time. of these. Yeah. So they got close. It's figuring that out already, which is excellent. Oh, we don't even necessarily need a, what we're gonna do immediately. Steel wreckage, perhaps? Oh, see, no, it's gonna be too cold for anyone working there. The steel wreckage is gone. So what we will do is create a new team and send them out to the abandoned supplies immediately. We're gonna pump that up. And then I think what we can afford to do is slap down another workshop. Just so we can really speed through everything. We are going to need more heat. Temperatures. Oh, the storm on the horizon. Oh, dear. Yeah, everything will be fine for 2 days. We don't have to worry about looking into specking up heat so much. Just want to make sure I don't have anyone. Yeah, no one's out and about, which is excellent. We will have enough supplies to last us a little while.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
And a steelworks is ready, but it is quite cold, so we could go steam hub, and then we could go coal mining straight after. I think that's what we might do. Steam hub now. Or better drawing boards, I think, might be the better call. I get them working on that as well. As I said, we do have a little bit before we need to worry about that steel. Do we have anyone not working? We've got 15 people. We want to leave 10 in reserve for the steelworks when we eventually get that. So we'll build another one of these bad boys. And then for the next day is when we'll make the cookhouse. Drawing boards researched. We're going to go steam hub straight away. Chuck those guys in there. Really get research going. We really want to make the most out of the fact that we have like 45 engineers. Our supplies are covered in snow and ice. They seem undamaged, but we'll have to dig them out to be sure. We spent hours hacking at the ice to free our supplies, but we did it. We were forced to abandon them once. Doing it again would be unforgivable. A broken automaton and industrial ruins. So that's going to give us a steam core. We are going to head to the broken automaton. A large snow dune covers a broken automaton that we had to leave behind during the journey from Britain. So we're going to head there with our dudes. Yeah, and I think day 5 is when we'll build the cookhouse. In the meantime, a wall drill isn't a bad idea. Coal mining isn't a bad idea. We'll go coal mining first, then we'll go wall drill, because we are going to run out of wood eventually. Yeah, seething Arks might freeze. Captain, in a few days, the temperature will drop. Our seething Arks will be in danger. We have to keep them warm with heaters or steam hubs. It will be a... Oh, heaters. We can use heaters. Okay. So we still got about 15 hours there. Nothing to worry about. How are the homes doing? They're livable. So we might want to look into getting houses. That is going to cost us a lot of steel, though. And I think it's potentially not worth it. What we'll do. And a steam hub. Just gotta figure out how to do this. Yeah, we will want it to cover both. Just a little bit of forward planning does go a long way in this game. And we'll chuck down the steam hub there. Street is under construction. Oh, so we'll have to wait. That is a-okay. And we'll also chuck down, just so we can get it going nice and early. Doesn't matter too much where we chuck it right now, because we can always move it, so we'll just put it there, where it'll be nice and warm. We are probably going to get a few sick people from this. Ah, they've reached it. Excellent. Only the top of the automaton is sticking out of the snow. Digging it out will take some time. Will take some effort, but it should be worth it. This automaton was left where it broke down. Thankfully, we've managed to dig it out and fix it. We can now send the fully operational automaton to the city. Fantastic. And then we're going to head to the Lost Dreadnought. A dark shape looms in the distance, clearly visible on the white plane. It is the main vehicle from our expedition. Man, I love this game. I love the universe. It's so dark and gritty and steampunk. It's just fantastic. We do have a little bit more coal. That's excellent. Triage. We don't want to do cemetery. We don't want to do. We don't have to worry about any of these at the moment. And I'd rather get to the point where we don't have to, you know, think carefully about how we're going to spend every last scrap of wood and steel. And people have been eating the food, the raw food. They couldn't bear to wait. Oh well, goes to show that perhaps we should have done that a little earlier. Oh well. So coal mining's done. Next up is the wall drill. We're going to do that as soon as we can. We do still want to use these up, I think, but we can use the automatons for that. Which is perhaps not the most efficient use. Do you have about 70 steel, so we don't have to worry just yet? And we are zooming through the tech tree. Look at that. Already wall drills are done. We could just immediately spec to the next level, but I'm thinking we might get bunkhouses. Or what else is up for grabs? More scouts we don't really need right now. The music, how good. Because this will save people from getting sick. Does mean we need to start, so we can immediately chuck these guys off. We were going to build a steam hub here. Okay, we're just gonna have to hope that's enough. Wonder, so we have one out of wood. How much do we need for a wall drill? 20 wood, 1 steam core. So I might do, just in the meantime, it's gonna get a few people sick. We only need a little bit. There we go, perfect. We're gonna rotate it, and we can't have anyone working on that. We are gonna need another. I can't build a. So this is done. What we are going to do is dismantle the building. Damn, this is steam cores. Yeah, we've used our first of, I think we had three of them, but we've got some more on this. So we're going to explore. We rappel down into the crevasse, listening to the ominous sounds of the ice cracking under the weight of the steel behemoth. Oh my god, that'd be terrifying. After an hour or so searching, we found the document safe and retrieved the factory plans. We must get them to the city as fast as possible. The weather is getting worse by the minute, and we need automatons to secure the city and the seedling arcs before the storm hits. So immediately, we are going to head back to our city, just straight away. Excellent. Now we start setting up the automated infrastructure to keep the arcs with safe temperature, bring back the plant, set up the factory, increase the number of automatons to 3. So I don't think, yeah, we can't build it just yet, which is fine. The guy's just gonna go recharge. We really do need every little bit of wood we can grab. See, this is good. We'll drop to chili, but that's okay. Gathering posts. 15 wood, that's okay. That's okay. What we will do is we'll get our beloved automaton on this pile here. Get it going. We'll also dismantle that. Can't need that. Yeah, look at that. All that wood coming in. Fantastic. We're going to build this down here. Across there. Coal mine 2. Thinking we just need one for the time being. And we are low on wood again. Again. So yeah, as you can see, they've dropped below temperature. Now, the first time I played, I was terrified that if it drops below temperature, it would just die. But we've got this nice little timer. Oh, it's a bit annoying, but there. It'll tick down. It doesn't tell you exactly how much time you have, which I think is absolutely... It's fantastic. it's great. It prevents you from cheesing it. Unfortunately, that's exactly what we're doing, but where there's a will, there's a way. And I am absolutely terrified. Okay, so we can start researching again. We do have about 2 days worth of food. Yeah. Just waiting for that coal mine to be done. Switch that there. And build a steam hub. Right there. We do have some more wood, so I'm just going to quickly... Or it would make more sense if this was to... Yeah, there we go. A little longer of a pathway, but... You can disband the scouts or send them back. We are going to send them back immediately to industrial ruins. Wood crate depleted. Fantastic. Get the automaton working on that next. Next tech we want to look into is for sure going to be more scouts, I think. And then lighter sleds and stuff. Wouldn't be bad. We do have some time before we need to worry about coal. Yeah. And the automaton has arrived. Fantastic. Reached our city, is fully operational and ready to work. Where is that bad boy? It's somewhere. It's somewhere around here. What we will get it to do, though, I think we'll just leave it unassigned. Just for the time being, just so it can help build, especially when it's freezing.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
More scouts. Fantastic. Lighter scout sleds is what we want, so we want to kind of make a beeline for that. And then I think after that bad boy helps finishing... Oh, look, all these people coming out to freeze. Oh, well. So what we will definitely do is get this bad boy on there. Get a factory back here. And most importantly, get a gathering post. Can we cheese it? Almost. Almost. We'll get there, just like that. And once that automaton's finished there, we'll get it here. Because I really want to use up all the coal before we need to spec into mines. Need another 5 people, so what we will do is yoink them from there and chuck them on this factory here. And get them to build some automatons for us. Just an infinite amount. We do have 4 people sick. We do have 5 people there. Excellent. The temperature is rising, so everything is going to come back into a slightly better range for us. Yeah, those 2 are fantastic. Yeah, no one's getting sick. No one's getting sick. We're out of wood. Do you have the automaton on that? Do not fear, game. Do not fear.
Work time. Get back to work.
This building was destroyed by a powerful avalanche. Its interiors are filled with snow, but we should still be able to retrieve some resources. We discovered a bounty of... Oh, look at that. Whew. A bounty of resources as we dig through the snow. Sadly, that's not all we find. An avalanche killed everyone who worked here. Their corpses have been frozen solid. The relatively light clothes and the insignia of Her Majesty's Prospector Corps suggests they were explorers sent north to look for suitable places for generators during the onset of the Great Winter. Maybe it's for the best that they weren't here to witness the fall of the Empire. Damn. So immediately we're going to send them off to Icefall Mine. Drafting machines, that's right. So we can get better speed. Better speed on our side. We are running a little low on coal. So I think it might be time to set the automaton on there instead. There's only about 100 coal there. Lighter scout sleds, absolutely. Make our one dude more efficient. I would like to get more out there on the field. But I will wait for us to have some more automatons so we can replace the steel. Asking for a day off to study an automaton closely. So I believe we had the same event. Let's carry on with the projects. So everything will have to maybe wait a little bit before we get the second group. The automatons are performing admirably. Now we have to make enough of them to automate all the critical operations before the storm hits. Alright, that should be okay. So we've got more coal coming in. I just want to finish this pile off, honestly. Which we are going to do. What can I set this new automaton on? Steel, perhaps? Absolutely, actually. Because, if I've done the math right, 5 there and another 5. Boom, there. We're going to send them off to the barren hollow. This place is the only thing standing out in the endless wide desert. A little bit of that. We're still good on in terms of food. Sorry, in terms of food. Lighter scout sled's done. This wouldn't be bad. Our resources are okay. I am worried about how the coal mining is going to keep up with everything. We don't have enough wood for most of that anyway, so we might just do... Oh, we don't even have enough wood for that.
Workday ends. It's time off.
Depleted, fantastic. Get that one immediately working there. Tech tree, we will go... I think it's better if we just upgrade the coal mine than worry about the effectiveness of it. In all honesty, it's going to take 100 wood. Honestly, it doesn't matter if we pick it now or in a little bit. So I think we might wait until 6. I don't think we're going to get 100 wood by 6 o'clock. So I just don't want to waste time. Oh, we might get close, actually. Might be worth waiting just a little bit of time it's going to take. People are getting hungry again, which is interesting. And we are out of the wood.
Get back to work.
So immediately let's dismantle this street. Food's okay. For now. Although we do probably want to start building up a reserve. 150. 30. Yeah, we just don't have enough wood or steel for anything. Unfortunately, I'm not sure why that is the case. So we've got our automaton working there, which is fantastic. Intriguing. Just have to wait. This mine is at risk of being buried by an avalanche at any time. It must have been abandoned a long time ago. Judging by the equipment, it looks like this mine was constructed before the Great Winter. The general disarray inside the building suggests they were abandoned abruptly, presumably due to some sort of earthquake. Many valuables have been left behind, so more coal and more steel. I'm going to head to this lone boulder next. This place is the only thing standing out in the endless wide desert. Right, and I think that's when we might end it for this episode today. Thanks so much for tuning in. How do you think we're going this time? Do you feel confident in our abilities so far? Personally, I am. I'm feeling good about this run. And more importantly, what seeds are you saving for the future? Are you saving some roses, maybe some wheat, some sugar, tobacco even? Yeah. What are you preserving for future generations? Until next time, I've been Max the Gaming Lamb. Have a wonderful day. Ciao.